there's a large stone chamber, and in it there are several things. There is a gigantic scales made of bronze that pretty much take up the entire room, with two massive discs about, I don't know, about 20 feet across.
Okay.
And basically you can see out of these windows, and outside of the windows you can see a rolling black sea, tumultuous and during a storm. However, there's one more figure, and it is a person, it is a woman in a black cloak made of black feathers in front of these scales. And she says to you, she introduces herself and she says, "Hello, Aaron. As you can see,
I'm Lady Gaga.
I want to give her a puff face. Anyway, so she says, "Hello, Aaron. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but your time has been cut. You have died. What would you like to say to this woman?"
Well, shit.
She said, "You had a good run, but unfortunately death comes to us all. You must have had a good life."
No. Bit short.
And she said,
It'd be nice if it was longer.
And she said, "Well, did you have anyone back on Earth that you wanted to spend your life with at all?
There was one.
Any special people?"
There was one.
She says, "I might be able to help you with that." And she sort of gestures over to one of the things on the scales, and sitting on it quite nonchalantly, quite comfortably, is Talia. And she waves to you, and she goes, "I can't believe it, I'm on a music video. I had to die for it, but I'm finally here." But you look well.
You look well?
She says, "Yeah, I would have killed myself if I lost me too."
Yeah.
Did you get any gold?
In a sense.
In a sense.
Let's just say at least I died for my convictions.
Yeah. Okay, well we can always honeymoon in the astral sea.
So you know we're dead, then.
I've pretty much gathered from the giant black sea and being eaten. Yes.
So did Talia die as well?
Talia died.
Oh yeah, she totally died.
She got eaten by my fiance, husband. Oh shit, I'm a grab staff now.
Yeah, you're gross.
Jesus.
So, you not listen to my...
I know.
Okay, so the woman says, "I am the master of this realm. I am the Raven Queen, the goddess of death." And she says, "Aaron, you are a hero. You're different from everybody else, and during your life you've done to me various favours, whether you knew it or not. You've slain many undead in your time, and you've brought death to those who would seek to prolong their life unnaturally." And she says, "According to my commandments, that's, top point." So she says she'd be inclined to bring you back to life.
As a paladin? Of Raven?
She says that you'd be indebted to her depending on what choice you choose. She says you have two choices. Because obviously I can't resurrect two people for free. There is a balance in the universe to be maintained, and if I bring two people back to life, it will upset the balance. I can't do that. It's not within my power to do so. Everything must remain, the status quo must remain equal.
So saying God's a plot contrivance.
No, that's a commandment. It's everyone has to die. Anyone who prolongs the undead are evil, and if you become a Raven Queen Paladin, you have to kill undead wherever you find them.
That's what's nice about this.
She's not evil. She's a neutral deity. She doesn't actually
the
have.
God of Death isn't evil for once.
She's like the Grim Reaper. She kills only because that's the natural order of things. And if heroes are cheated out of a life she knew they should have lived, she can bring them back to life.
Even if you yourself are the one that cheated yourself.
No, I never cheated myself.
Well, she said that he's done her services in one way or another. He's killed quite a few undead, and also a vengeful spirit that was alive for thousands of years, that should have died thousands of years ago. So that's points in the bank in terms of Raven. So she said, "Will you listen to my proposition?"
Okay.
She says that in the universe, bodies and souls are of equal value. To create a body takes energy, and killing a body releases that energy back into the earth, obviously. in the ground. Soil can grow plants, trees, animals, and stuff like that.
So who do you want me to kill?
So she says, basically, you have a choice. Talia's dead, you're dead. She says what she can do is she can either bring you back to life with your body and your soul completely intact, but she takes Talia. So it's equal exchange. Or she says that you can take Talia with you in body and soul, but you would have to accept a penalty on your own body to bring you and her back.
Okay.
You don't want to think about that?
No.
She says that it would not be a pleasant body. It would not be a. It would be almost unnatural.
Too late. She's already agreed to stay with me.
I thought you would take some time to decide.
No.
Do you not? Do you want to ask any questions about this body you're going to be flushed into? You could be like an owl.
Doesn't have like
Come on, come on. Bulldog.
Someone can have like
Bring back
rotting
Doctor Who.
eyes.
Some people would say it's worse than that. In a sense. You would sacrifice most of your humanity, almost all of your humanity would be sacrificed.
But
You have a body and you have a soul, but
right.
you
Is it just my physical?
You lose your physical form, and the Raven Queen will channel your form, your soul, into a shell.
Okay. So I'd essentially be as
Not a son.
not as
You would be a son. The Raven Queen is not undead. She's just transferring your soul from one body to another.
Okay. So I'd be taking over someone else.
No.
She's building a new body, you're going to be a mom.
Right. But
You can accept and find out.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. YOLO.
Okay, so
I say YOLO.
she says also that whilst you're in this body that I've given you, you must obey my commandments. And if you break the commandments, she will take her body back. So her commandments are basically stop undeath wherever you find it. Whenever there is anyone denying a natural order of death, prolonging their life through magic, sort of dark stuff, and any servants of the Dark Card Orcus you must destroy on sight. That's basically it.
I don't have to stay my hand at killing people early. Or
She says that death in battle is perfectly acceptable.
okay.
Killing abominations basically is what you must be tasked to do. She's quite fair, like as a deity, her commandments aren't that strict, and she's neutral. So yeah, would you like to accept this body?
Fucking done.
Okay, so
Wait, but Talia as well is going to be a little.
She says that she'd be perfectly fine.
Oh. Okay, I'll write for some.
Yeah. So is that what you'd like to do?
Yeah.
Okay, so she basically sort of beckons you over, and she sort of gets you both, and she puts her hands over your eyes, and everything goes black, and you can't hear the sea anymore, and there's just a rushing of air and then complete silence. Yeah. So back in the tavern, you finally open this box, and inside it, you gasp at the contents. Inside it is basically what can only be described as a life-size puppet, made of wood, and on top it has a sheen of a sort of like a ceramic material, the exact colour of flesh. And on the face, what really disturbs you is that on the face, carved in this sort of porcelain-like material, and inset with what colour are you? Brown, with brown stones on the inside, is the face of your dead friend Aaron.
It's a sex robot.
And what really frightens you is it's sort of crunched up in this box, literally just like bent over double with its arms crossed, and the eyes are blank. But as you look at it, you feel a shudder in the air, and the sort of the crowing of a raven outside, and then the eyes flicker to life. And Aaron, you feel your body shudder. You feel your body shudder. And you open your eyes, and you're inside a small wooden trunk staring out at your friend.
Hey, Aaron. What?
Basically, Aaron, can you give me an Arcana check, please, everybody? If you, anybody, if you want to get an Arcana check, that's what you can do.
18.
7.
19.
Yeah. Aaron, you've been channeled into a warforged body. Basically, they are constructs that house a soul, and they're made of wood, metal, other stuff. So, basically, for all intents and purposes, you are dead. You cannot breathe, you don't need to sleep, you don't need to eat or drink. But on the downside, you can't swim, you will sink in water. And if your body is destroyed, your soul will be released into the universe, and you will can't resurrect ever. You'll go to heaven, pretty much. Yeah. So what else can you do? And you only need to rest for 4 hours to get an extended rest, because you don't need to sleep. And on a death save,
Oh, I need those.
on a death save, you can take the better of 2 rolls.
So where is the downside of this?
If he dies, he can't ever be resurrected.
Oh, okay, right.
This is his last
This is
chance
my
body.
last
Like literally, this is a favour that's been bought. If you die, you have to re-roll.